Welcome back. I'm Jonathan Kydd. You're listening to the Chelsea FanCast, and the wonderful Sophie is here. The wonderful Martin is here. The wonderful Seb is here. The wonderful Des is
You should have kept up your Murray Walker-like enthusiasm when you started.
When it's going down now, is it? It's gone back.
But when you got to the wonderful Sophie, it was actually like the wonderful Sophie, and then Dr. Martin, Seb, and Darren. It was only you that you were actually happy about.
I don't think that's true at all. In fact,
Seb?
I don't think it went.
Do you not think so?
Sort of. It's like some kind of plane.
We've
got the fabulous benches! Yay, benches! Oh, good.
He's lost the plot now.
Apparently, I have to apologise for the technical difficulties, of which there are several. I think probably one of which is me, I think, actually. And the fact that it's not the wonderful Chidge. And the wonderful Chidge, Ross is saying I've been superb. That's the tenor I've given him to say that to him. God, I'm still so red in the face. Look at that. God, it's me. Anyway, chaps. So, man of the match for the Maribor game. It's down to John Terry, Eden Hazard, and Felipe Luis. Don't know. I made him French. Actually, he's not French at all. He's
making Portuguese.
Felipe Luis. Hazard. Felipe Luis. Luis. Yes, Felipe Luis.
What do we reckon, Dr. Mark? What do you reckon?
Cherry.
Seb?
Eden Hazard.
Same as Seb.
What? What did you say?
Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard. Okay. Why? Why? Tell me, guys. Why? Why do you reckon?
He scored 2 goals. He had their right back on toast like the whole game. It was embarrassing at most of the time. It's just a great player to watch. When he's on his game, he's set the top 2 or 3 players.
He was completely taken to the cleaners, wasn't he? The fullback.
Yes. I think he just wanted to get subbed off. I think just like I've had enough.
The advantage Hazard over Terry was Hazard did have that room to run around and do everything that he wanted to do. And I mean, yeah, he should have had the hat-trick, really. And he was just so good at just keeping the ball, taking it around him, just, you know, the field day out there. And it was odd between the two of them because Terry has been overdue a goal, and it was great that it wasn't just a header from a corner. The fact he made that 70-yard run.
I think it's more than that, Darren. I think the fact that they were defending a corner, and the next, you know, every minute, we call it a minute or so later, 70 yards up the field, there he was, just pushing it in at the far post.
It
set the tone.
Wasn't it 82 yards?
Well, something like
I thought you exaggerated, which is 70.
But he set the tone for the rest of the team. He said, "Let's go out there and have some fun and score some goals." It was great.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Now, how about Felipe Luis?
Really enthusiastic.
Did he score the third one?
I know, but I agree. I thought I would. But
wasn't it the third goal in about 40 minutes? Wasn't it Terry's?
Yeah. No, because I saw it and I missed the first 2. It might have been a third goal.
Yeah, it was the third one.
What were you doing? You missed the first 2
Oh,
goals.
I had a meeting in town.
I see. Right.
Did you go to the match?
I did go to the match. Yeah.
So you turn up.
I got there about. I saw the last 10 minutes of the first half and all the second half.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I didn't leave before the end.
Do you ever leave before the end?
On a very, very exceptional occasion, if I really have to get somewhere quickly, I might leave. You know, sometime in
With
injury
seconds
time.
in injury time.
Yeah. And
I
I'll
think
be
I've
up
ever
the
left
stairs like a
early.
rabbit.
Not a
But
second.
I don't
I
normally
have
leave.
once. I've got a good
early,
reason
though.
for it.
I've probably done it twice that I can remember. That's about it. I think that's not bad in 40 years.
No, it's really good.
Mine was
Do you know-
against that Barcelona game when Iniesta scored. I had to leave because you just knew they were never going to
Yeah,
score.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just went,
You can't leave because you knew that was going to.
he could have chopped his leg off and he wouldn't have given a penalty if we'd been in the box that night. I'm just sorry.
I wouldn't have left.
Oh,
I don't know.
fuming.
Was that
I was
with the horrible
fuming.
As I believe
referee?
Didier
Yeah,
Drogba
yeah.
told
Tom
me.
Henning and Vreba.
I was absolutely fuming that night.
Did he
Never
retire
been.
immediately after
Oh,
that,
he got death threats
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
start, so
I think his career was over.
probably the highlight of his career, wasn't it?
But do you know, every time I've gone to leave a game, which is only probably 2 or 3 times, I've got to the steps, and then there's been like the last 5 seconds of penalty or something that I shouldn't be missing.
Something
So I
always
just sit in
happens.
my seat now.
Benches, do you ever leave early?
No.
Never have done.
No.
Would you like to know one time I did that, Mr. Kydd?
Yeah, go on.
Probably in 1994 or something like that. It was Cup Winners'
You
Cup.
don't remember the exact date?
No, it was 94, 95. Maybe it's Bruges. I reckon it was Bruges, which would have been 95. You know, you used to queue up in the box office after the match. You queue up for the next match and the knockout things. My mum forgot to get money out beforehand, and there was going to be a big queue afterwards, so we had to leave a few minutes early She remembered on the way to the ground, but didn't want to jinx herself by getting up money and not getting there because she's
That's sort of fair enough, really, isn't it?
So we had to leave a few minutes early to get to the cash machine to then queue up to get the tickets for the next round. That's the only match I've ever left early.
I forgive you, Gaza, for that. I forgive you.
25 years.
What's happening on Twitter?
Well, so we'll go from what we've just discussed to back to the man of the match. So
yeah, sorry. I was just intrigued. Intrigued by whether anybody left early.
Well, CFC unofficial says biggest crime ever, leaving a game early, unacceptable. So
Twice in 40 years.
Naughty to both of you. And man of the match. So we've got Hazard, JT, Eden Hazard, and then somebody, Alfie Jones, has said has to be Hazard. Lewis improved, but had a wandering first 20 minutes. So I think that.
Yes.
That's why maybe.
Yes. And CFC unofficial, is that CFC unofficial? That's Mark, isn't it? Isn't it? Debs. Oh God, sorry, Debs. Oh, sorry. Got a photo. Sorry, yes. Is it CFC official? Is Mark? Who's CFC official? Ross is speaking to me. The club. That'd be the club, wouldn't it? CFC official. Yeah, that probably would be right.
Snap of the line.
No, I made a note here on my coffee-stained script.
There is a fresh script right in front of you.
No, I know, but I made a note. You've got, if you make notes.
But no, I agree. It is honest. You shouldn't ever leave a game early, especially when obviously some of the best moments happen in the last few seconds of the game.
It'll happen to you one day.
When we played
I'm
Liverpool
definitely not leaving early.
when Reece scored that own goal, loads of Chelsea fans left before he scored that. And came running back in again, having missed the own goal completely.
Yes.
Torres scored.
And the results, please.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
So, in reverse order, as in lowest to highest, Luez gets 3%.
Number 3 for number 3.
The match
not
should be
very
easy.
You
popular.
should have chosen somebody else to be in the list.
JT gets 15%. And the winner is Eden Hazard with 76%.
What's going on? 6% missing again. Yeah, they've done it the wrong way round. They must have done it because last time round it
Is
should
it
have
wrong
been.
again?
Yeah, it should be 82.
Right, guys, I'm just reading them out. I don't make up the figures, okay?
These are all Chidge's results, you see, so he's obviously fixed it.
I wonder what I bet he's going to tweet me in a
No,
minute.
6% is for him.
Look
clearly.
at this absentees. It's really.
Well, the 6% beat Felipe Luis, though, didn't it? It was.
Well, anyway, Eden Hazard wins man of the match, so.
Good. Right, here we are. Chant of the match. Didier Drogba, la 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 la. Didier Drogba, la 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 la. Eden Hazard. What's that one? Eden.
That's my favourite.
Sorry, I'm suddenly being French. Forgive me. Yeah, Eden Hazard. And of course, one England captain. One England captain. There's only one England captain. What do we reckon?
Eden Hazard's one. That's my favourite song.
Yeah.
Always.
Go for Hazard because when he missed that chance near the end where he went round, not round the keeper, but he should have scored. He kind of tried to do but another Rabona probably.
There was a Rabona in the game, wasn't there?
I wouldn't.
There was a Rabona. I think he tried a Rabona at one stage. Do you remember benches? Do you remember any Rabonas in the game?
No, to be honest, no.
Was it just me then?
Might have been.
Might have been an attempted Rabona.
I thought there was an attempted Rabona.
Ask your butler.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, ask my butler. Well, my butler would know, actually. You're absolutely right. And interesting, I'd like to talk briefly about a Rabona, if that's okay. Am I allowed to talk about a Rabona?
As long as it
It's
wasn't
your
the
show,
one
mate. You can do
scored
what you
by
want.
Tottenham.
I think, yes. The Rabona was apparently popularised by Italian Giovanni Roccotelli in the 1970s. But its origins reportedly date back to 1948 and a match between Argentinian teams
Estudiantes de La Plata and Rosario Central.
Estudiantes player Ricardo Infante scored from 35 yards using the move, and an Argentine football magazine, El Gráfico, came up with the term Rabona for it. And the expression comes from hacerse la Rabona, which in Argentina means to skip school without your parents' permission. You know all about this, Seb, don't you?
I heard on this radio.
Yeah. El Gráfico produced a front cover with the headline, El Infante que se hizo la Rabona, the child plays hooky, in reference to Infante skipping the use of his weaker foot with the move. That's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I never knew that because I thought like the Cruyff turn, it was going to be named after the first person that had done it.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting.
An interesting B-Day, the word B-Day for a B-Day is actually French for little horse.
What's the football connection to that?
None at all. Just thought I'd throw in something interesting. No? Okay.
It was interesting. It was
Thank you very much.
interesting.
Thanks for that. Because you crouched. Oh, no, it's like as if you're yeah, too much information. No. Now,
Darren looks a
nutmeg.
little bit blasé.
Nutmeg. Nutmeg. Do you want to talk about nutmeg?
Is it a herb?
Is it what? A herb? Is it a herb or not?
It's nice and Ross pudding.
A nutmeg or tunnel. It's called the tunnel in some. In some.
In France,
You can't try it out.
in France, it's called le petit pont.
Le petit pont, the small bridge.
Petit pont.
Oh, so you tested me there and I got it right.
Tunnel doesn't work.
Tunnel,
If you
bridge,
nutmeg someone, you
tunnel,
shout
bridge,
nuts. You would never shout tunnel.
You go pont, petit pont.
In Hispanic America, it's known as cano. In many other European, Latin African countries, it's called panna, a Surinamese word. In Scotland, it's known as 50p.
50p.
I think that's made up, actually. Oh, yeah. I've been told to stop doing this and get on with Chant to the
It's a
match.
funny thing we've done all night.
Yeah, there is a moment of something working with this.
Was
yeah.
this part of the scripts or not?
No, not at all. It's just something that I've
You printed out because
yeah,
you're
no,
presenting.
yeah.
You've done your own little.
Yeah, I've done my own little bit
That's
in
quite
it.
good,
No,
I
I was
like
just
that.
I was intrigued by the whole thing about a nutmeg, you know.
But you never actually said where the expression nutmeg comes from.
No, because the piece of paper is missing. I've got page 1.
You didn't collate your copies.
You've undone all your
No,
good
no.
work.
Well, we had an accident, if you remember, where the whole table collapsed,
Ah, yes.
which we haven't told anybody at home.
Yeah, it
Everything
wasn't on there. We
collapsed
should've got away with
everywhere.
that.
Coffee, everything everywhere. They can see it. They can see what? You can see the table's broken. Can you see the table's broken?
Twitter has suddenly gone very, very quiet.
Yeah.
Nobody likes me.
Twitter's not interested in this at all. Yeah, what do they think of Chant of the Match on Twitter?
Nothing. You went on
Nothing.
about nutmeg.
Nothing. All right, I'll go back to. I'll remind them on Twitter. Didier Drogba, la 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 la.
Actually, hold on. Dean Clay,
Yeah.
he likes Matic song, which isn't on the list again. But I don't know why it isn't, because it should be.
Yeah, the Matic song, if it's being voted for. The Chidge has done this, hasn't he? If the Matic song was there, it'll win every time.
I'm
It'll
going to
win
have a word
everything.
with him. Chidge, I'm going to
You
have a word
must.
with you when you're back.
So, benches, what do you reckon?
What
What on?
What?
You're not listening.
Chant of the match.
Chant of the match.
One England captain.
We've got
It's
one
quite a
England
rousing
captain,
chart.
Eden Hazard and Didier Drogba, la 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 la.
Not one England captain, it's one Chelsea captain, and it was Didier Drogba I voted for.
Don't they go one England captain?
I don't, he's not England captain.
They do, but I think Andy's point is that we shouldn't anymore.
We shouldn't. Oh, you're saying that? Okay, Andy, I agree. Harry, what do you reckon, Harry?
Eden Hazard.
Speak up, please.
Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard, thank you.
You can't have one Chelsea captain because you got people like Roy Bentley, Ron Chopereras.
Yeah,
Dennis
that's unfair
Wise,
to them.
So
It's discourteous to them, I agree completely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm talking currently.
Colin Pates. You've got so many people that'll be disappointed.
One current captain, says Ross, very cleverly and well sung in my ear.
Anyone can sing one current captain.
I don't think we're ever going to hear a Chelsea crowd singing one current captain.
When Czech plays, we sing one club captain, do we, or vice captain, or whatever you want to call them as well. It just doesn't
What are they
work.
saying on Twitter?
Well, Dan Banks has tweeted me something very inappropriate, which I will not be reading out.
That is very unlikely.
He said we're top of the league, which did get sung again. Not for as long as 20 minutes, like at Palace, but still. And then something about the referee, but I will not be speaking about that on air. So thanks,
That
Dan.
was
for
that was
making me feel
United,
really
not the
awkward.
Maribor game.
Maribor, that's what I meant. What did I say?
United.
No, I didn't say United. I meant Maribor.
Okay, right.
This top of the league stuff I don't really like. I mean, it was good against Crystal Palace because they were singing it, but otherwise I despise that tune because it was United's tune for like Ronaldo and their Viva John Terry thing, and I don't think we should use that tune for any other match. I was hoping after Palace that would have been it. We'd just stick to not singing it again.
Okay.
That's my thoughts.
So they're good. I like them. They're good. They're good. They're good. Should we
agree,
go
I
on to
agree.
the? Oh no, better find out the
Right.
results, shouldn't we?
Ready for the result? And I'm
Yeah.
praying that they're actually the correct stats. So here we go. Eden Hazard has 17%.
17,
Yep, which is my favourite, which I'm a bit upset about. Drogba, 20%.
37. That makes. So it should be
63.
63.
And with 63%,
Ah!
Does it actually say on
it's
there?
one England captain.
Okay.
Whoever's making these up needs to learn to add up to 100, to be honest.
Yeah, who does do these? Because it's making it like I do them.
But also, I think these is a poor selection because I think benches. The Matic one was the best one, wasn't it? Didn't you reckon?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it much.
Yeah, we did. You didn't hear it?
No, not much.
Oh,
Not
okay.
a Maribor.
No, it's just a great
not
song, but
Maribor.
they normally sing. William's song gets sung every single time at the bridge. That's a great song.
They did that
But it's a great song. But
You
once
did it at
again,
Old Trafford as
once
well.
again, it talks about Tottenham.
And there was Gerrard stuff again as
And
well.
again, yeah, and you go, come on, guys, can we be a bit more original? We'll get something else original coming in here, please.
Well, one song we do need to make is something for Oscar. I haven't heard one yet, so.
Well,
No,
well, I've got my sort of Oscar.
No, I want one to catch on. I haven't heard
yeah, the
one
Alex
sung.
one, yeah.
Guinness moment.
It's going to be hard, though. I
Guinness
agree with you,
moment.
you should-
Queen's moment. Queen's moment. Matic turn. Which exact Matic turn are we talking about here?
The
do you
one we gave
reckon?
a penalty, is it? We gave it away, wasn't it?
The William screamer hitting the bar. I like that one.
Yeah,
that was a
that's
goodie.
good.
The Ake pass for the Hazard goal. I like that one as well.
I think that was probably
Yeah,
my
that was-
favourite.
That was excellent.
For
Yeah.
his age, that was.
So,
probably-
what do you reckon, guys?
Terry's run.
Terry's run.
Yeah, it's not on the list, but I'll give it that.
Terry's pass for Emmy's goal.
Yeah, they should be there as well. He's missed them, isn't he? Yeah. What's the matter with him? Oh well. Yes, I would vote for them as well. Anyway, we've got Matic turn, William screamer, Ake pass. Benches. What do you reckon out of those three?
Ake pass.
Did Darren say Aki's pass?
No, Terry's pass.
Oh, okay. We had Aki's pass for the goal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Unanimous, Ake's pass.
Aki's
Couldn't
pass.
you be a bit clearer? We can't hear you, chaps.
Yeah, Ake's pass, unanimous.
Aki's pass unanimous. All right, Aki's pass unanimous. And the results are.
On Twitter as well as Aki's pass, just to let you know. Okay, so here we go. So Matic gets 6%. William gets 16%,
22.
which means Aki gets 78%.
Correct. So, not 72%, which would be interesting. I actually still don't know what this Matic turn was that we're
I don't know what.
looking at.
No.
Is it like a Cruyff turn?
Oh, it's on the screen. We're going to see it. We're going to see it.
That's not a turn, that's a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just Matic passing.
Is this one from
But how are you
Debs'
going to show him?
photos?
How are you
Is
going to
this
show
from
him turning
Debs?
on
This is
the-
a Debs photo. Well done, Debs. Good photo. Thank you very much. Well done. Well done. Was he turning there, Matic, or was he just standing passing? What do we reckon?
I can't remember.
He turned round to pass, apparently, according to
okay.
Ross. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound better than Terry's pass.
I don't think that's a
Ake's
Guinness
pass
moment
the
for
goal.
me.
Sure it's
I'm
top
not
three,
convinced
isn't
that's
it?
a Guinness moment. So, good, all right.
And none of us thought it was memorable.
Now, it's something for the Chidge's observations in the celery moment. Two Chinese blokes wandering into the West Lower stand, 25 minutes late, carrying a Chinese takeaway.
Dan Silver, you must have seen that
Yeah,
then.
it was next to Chidge.
I said to Chidge to order Chinese, but
Well, they
Can
got
they,
there,
they're not allowed to bring stuff in, are they?
well, they got there before me, but I didn't have a Chinese takeaway.
I did see the new trend of the selfie stick at half time. And
Oh.
they keep on getting longer every time.
Had them some guy at Old Trafford, but he looked very, very heavy and uncomfortable. So I don't think I could even.
That's a
I don't know if it
weapon.
was attached to his arm, but
And they're allowed them to take them in, even though they're not considered sticks, are they?
I think you can take them in. But
can't take an
God,
umbrella
dragging
to the
that around
game.
all day,
You're not allowed to take an
I'd
umbrella
look a
in,
bit
are you?
silly.
Well,
You're not allowed to
usually-
take the top of a water bottle,
Yeah.
and yet you're allowed to take a stick in
Yeah.
for a selfie.
They should add that to the list of the banned things that you can't take in, like guns, fireworks, you know, big flags.
Is that your phone going off?
Not mine. That's not mine, actually.
Okay.
Someone
Don't I put it
is.
there?
Oh, then.
Take the call if you like. The other one is this is a goodie. I like this one. Chidge and Dan singing "You're Just a Good Michael Dewberry" to Zuma.
Oh, yeah, it's quite good, yeah.
Is that true, Dan?
it is indeed, yeah. Just the two of us.
Is it a good thing to be a good Michael Dewberry?
Respect being a bad Michael Dewberry.
It's better than being a Michael Dewberry.
Dubes.
I couldn't hear what you said at all there, Ross. What was that? I still can't hear it. Ross is saying something to me, and I have no idea what he's
It's
saying.
something about Dewberry and something else.
Probably Leicester.
Oh,
own
that's
goal or
right.
something.
Yes, yes. Dewberry kept Marcel Desailly out of the team. Yes, yes, he did. He did. For how long for, Ross? For about 6 months. Do we remember when this was?
God.
I remember when he kept Lucas
when
Radebe
we
out of the
signed
Leeds team. When he nearly broke his neck in a clash.
Oh, that's right. He did.
When they
That's
played
right. He
together
did for a
next to
period.
each
I
other.
remember we signed Desai.
So, and Desai had to play in midfield.
Ah.
I remember him playing in
He did play,
midfield.
he did
Yeah.
play
And that-
sweeper for a while.
I thought that was a choice. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was a choice,
Yeah, I did as
rather
well.
than that Dewberry was keeping him out. I thought they made that decision because Desai had experience of playing in midfield.
Sweeper.
This is obviously before your time
I
when you
remember.
were.
I'm taking it as a
I remember
compliment.
Desai came in 90.
He was supposed to be.
I thought 98 after the
It was
World
after
Cup.
the World Cup.
Okay, so 98. Okay. So then, and Dewberry was there till about 2002. So.
We weren't alive, Seb, apparently.
Yeah.
And let's find out what the
Well,
celery
that's the
moment.
Chelsea
So what are we choosing here? Chinese bloke.
Well, you've
And,
missed a few.
The what?
Haven't you missed one, JT?
Oh, we missed two out
Yeah,
actually.
Drogba and JT.
I've been confused by the script here. JT running the length of the pitch to score, having started the move. I mean, there's no contest here.
No, absolutely.
That was completely wonderful.
That's the one, yeah.
Wonderful. And then, in contrast, Drogba completely mucking up a back-heeled pass. I mean, how has that ended up a celery moment? I mean, come on, Chidge. You know. I mean, I remember. I think he apologised, didn't he? Or
I
just
think that is actually what the celery moment is.
well, indeed, that's true. Actually, you're absolutely right. You're right.
The Guinness moment would have been John Terry's run.
Yes.
The celery moment.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I've got it wrong. You're absolutely right. In fact, the celery moment should be Drogba completely mucking up a back heel pass, and JT running the length of the pitch to score, having started the move, shouldn't even be here.
No.
Guinness moment.
It should be a Guinness moment, which is what we talked about
not
before.
Matic's
That's
turn.
why I put it up
In
for
fact, Matic's turn is probably the celery moment. Matic's turn, which isn't a turn.
The non-existent.
Yeah, the
pass.
non-existent turn would work. It's a comedy moment. That would work
Did
better.
you not see the picture? It's clearly a turn. Right.
Yeah, it's a pretty Chidge, isn't it, to defend himself.
Shall I read out the results anyway?
No, let's not bother. Yes, come on.
Okay,
on.
so-
No, benches, hang on, benches, what do you think?
JT's goal.
I'm going to vote for my song with Chidge.
Back to the song.
I
think,
quite like the Chinese
fair enough.
takeaway.
I think because you did it, I think you should be voting
Yeah.
for it. Absolutely.
So it's got
I
one
agree.
vote guaranteed.
So what's anybody said on Twitter?
JT.
JT.
We haven't
Yeah.
had a chance yet.
It's got to be JT.
I mean,
It hasn't,
the
it's
Chinese
not a-
takeaway.
It's
I
not
would
a
have gone for
celery
that.
moment.
That's
No, I
hilarious.
agree. I
It should
completely
be
agree.
considered
I
one.
agree
I know.
with Dazza.
Okay.
It's not a celery moment at all.
Well, anyway, so
Do you
Drogba
know what
gets.
Chidge did that? Sorry. We haven't voted yet. Chidge only did that because two of them are him and Dan Silver, and one of them is John Terry, which isn't even a celery moment. I think he's trying to skew the vote here so that he wins.
Do you think it's the same with this mystery 6%? Do you think he's putting this all in
It's
deliberately?
been
for us?
shaving points, hasn't he? He's been
Yeah.
shaving points.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a kind of
Yeah.
this is Chidge trying to keep us on our mettle, keep us on our
Yeah.
toes. Yeah, we failed. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to vote. Chidge has ruined celery moment for me for this week.
Benches, what are you going to vote for?
You've asked them.
And I'm asking again because you're not going to comment.
You're just a good Michael Dewberry.
Michael Dibby. Andy, what do you reckon?
It's still John Terry.
Okay. Harry, what do you reckon?
Drogba messing up.
Drogba completely messing up.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he did.
God.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did. I don't know. I'm just admiring looking at you because it's a nice shot. Look at that. And the results are, says Ross.
So Drogba's got 1%.
1%.
And I'll bet you, Chidge and Dan singing a good Michael Dewberry's got 99%.
So I had 1%. That means we had over 100 votes.
Hold on a
Not
minute.
necessarily.
No, definitely necessary.
Well, it had to,
Yeah.
it had to be.
No, not necessarily. It could be 50, but he's just halved it up.
Could be 0.1.
Yeah, it could have been.
0.51.
It could have been 0.5. Yes, it could have been.
It's all right. Hold on. I haven't finished yet, boys.
Yes, sorry.
Ready? So Chidge and Dan get 7%. Then it just says Chinese. So let's
Chinese, the two
rephrase
Chinese
it as
blokes wandering to the
two
west.
Chinese people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chinese 11%,
Yeah.
and JT gets 81%, which was obvious. So.
But as you say, it's not a celery moment at all. So
No,
I think we
so-
should re-vote this.
So the
what was
Chinese
who
win
was
on
the second?
11%.
Who was the second? The Chinese. should
Chinese
win it.
people, which I
So
think they should. That's
The
hilarious.
Chinese have won it. So sorry about that, Dan.
That's all right.
So
I
good.
shared both moments. I'm a winner, really. So
Laugh comes. out
We
the
couldn't hear
gallery.
Ross's comment about Michael Dewberry, but we could all hear him laughing just now.
Yes. So
Radio moment.
what did you say there, Ross? Sorry.
Speak and laugh. You've got to
I'm
mention
very sorry about the
All I'm
technical
getting
difficulties
through
we're
here,
having this
which
evening.
is something that I haven't. Oh yeah, what do you want to say, Don? Sorry.
No, I just said that we're very sorry for having the technical difficulties.
Yeah, we are. At the moment, I'm getting when Ross speaks to me, I get.
What do people on
Which is
Twitter
quite
say?
tricky for me to respond to, really.
When you're sitting there not doing anything else, it doesn't make the best TV. If someone just under your shirt, it might make better TV. It's ready to be opened. You've already unpopped one button to tease everyone. You've only got 4 left.
Bit of sly
I
navel
didn't.
there.
I didn't unpop that. It just occurred.
It popped.
I couldn't help it. You know, and it's not because I have a fat stomach, actually. Anyway, how did we get onto that?
That's
What are
the
you
one
looking at? You're looking at my
difference.
stomach.
Yeah, I've been looking at all show. I
Have
just
you?
chose till now to tell you right near the
It's
end.
a terrible homoerotic moment between the two of us.
How about we discuss what do you think the score is going to be for Maribor away? The result.
Well done. Thank you very much
There
for
you go.
chipping in. Good.
I'd like to know because I'm going. Please,
3-1.
win.
1-3.
Why will they score, do you reckon?
I think they will score.
Because we always let in goals. We almost did this time. They got, well, that was going to be penalty, so it would have still been saved. But we normally let in a goal, don't we?
We'll go 2-0 up.
But aren't we doing rather well statistically at the moment from a clean sheet point of view?
Wouldn't have thought so.
No, me neither. I just said that to be continued.
Even the Palace game, they scored right at the end. I lost two
It's
away
true,
games.
it's true,
with-
it did, yeah.
with conceded
Last
late
minute.
goals.
Yeah.
Man City was not late, but it was still fair late. It still lost a quarter of an hour or whatnot of the match.
8 minutes to go or
Eight.
something.
It
Wasn't
was 8
It
minutes.
was 83rd minute.
83rd minute, okay, so the last 10 minutes, so yeah.
Ross said something, but I didn't hear it. Can you say again, Ross? Oh, wrap it up, he said. I didn't hear. All I got was...
I think we'll win 2-0 over
Well,
there.
yeah. After the break, time for some stats, courtesy of the wonderful Chelsea chatter, and a roundup of the latest Chelsea supporter news. Cheers from the benches, it says here. Cheers. Hooray!